Hello, 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 and welcome back to Creative Melody. I'm Anthony Frazer, and this is
Marlene Marvelous.
And do we have a video for you? We are diving into Beyonce's album,
Beyonce.
Renaissance. We are about to explore the world of dance music.
Ooh.
Beyonce came to serve us during the Big Sick, and we are ready to dance. We are ready to live our best life, and we are ready to be in the moment. So, we did not get to experience the Renaissance tour, but we did get to experience a bit of it on the Cowboy Carter tour recently, and we will be sending you guys a little bit of our travels with that and giving you some behind the scenes, some, like, what is that called? Like a vlog of our travel and our day there. So, yeah. We are going to jump into this album, enjoy it with us. We have some singles, live performances, and music videos. Actually, no, I'm just kidding, because you were the visuals.
That's right.
So we have some singles, and we have the album.
And the unboxings. So we got a little bit of content.
And then when Beyonce chooses to release the visuals, you will get them, and we'll review them. But until then, here goes the album review.
Till I feel the vibrations.
So we are going to start off with track 1, I'm That Girl.
You know, all these songs.
Did she just call it, did he?
Begin. I be pulling back with them words, losing my mind. I'm American. I've been thugging from Miami and down the block. Oh, that's cleans me up. My un-American.
Okay, I'm That Girl. I think it's a strong opener for this album. I think it kind of really sets the tone as to where you're gonna go in a sense of like a flower just opening and blossoming. I love the beat. I love the production on this album, especially this song in particular. Now, I have heard this album before. You have or you haven't?
I have.
Okay. So this isn't like your first time listening to it, but it's your first
No.
time diving in and reading the lyrics along.
Yes.
Okay. As for like what we're kind of going through, I do like what is being talked about in this song, okay? I do like, it's like the assertiveness and the demand for power because she feels powerful in the sense of being comfortable in her skin and who she is. And I really feel like that is something that is needed for women, right, in general, but even more women of color, right? I feel like women of color get beaten down so much. Like, if you're really looking at the totem pole of, black, white, and everybody in between, and male and female, and like who gets what and who doesn't get what, right? And who is the most hated of all, women of color are on the bottom of the totem pole, okay? Especially black women, right? And why is that? And it's because of society and how they have become indoctrined to keep black women not only at bay, but under the thumb, right? And I feel like this song is a good awakening song. It's good as in like, you're bringing forth the confidence, right? You're bringing forth the No, bitch, don't put your head down. Lift your fucking head up. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're talented, you're vibrant, right? You wake up every morning and readjust your crown. And that's how I feel that this song is perceived, right? You know, it's not my man, it's not my stance. I'm that girl. It's just I'm that girl. From the top of the morning I shine right through the blinds, touching everything in my plain view, and everything next to me gets lit up too. That in itself is just, I feel like it's encompassing of how a woman should feel when she's confident, that she shouldn't dim herself because of who she is in relation to with a, you know, man or woman, right? And it also goes into the self-confidence and awareness of like, I get mine and people around me are going to get theirs as well, right? But you can also take it into another point of Beyonce just understanding who she is, you know, and Beyonce understanding that it took trial and tribulation to get to where she is now. And she is only where she is now because of the confidence that she sets forth. She doesn't step until she is confident in that step. You know, she doesn't make a move in an unwavering place. And I feel like the lyrics can both lend themselves to relation to other people, and then Beyonce can have these lyrics in a way that feel self-empowering for herself. How about you?
What would you grade this?
I'll probably grade it a 9.5. I really do like the song. It's so sad that we're not like listening to it all the way through because I love how this bleeds in the cozy, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 7.5.
Okay.
You definitely hit the nail on the head when you said that this is kind of a introduction to the album.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is, and I'm really, really, really trying to figure out. I think you said something that made me kind of realize that there is an issue with something about this album that I have.
Okay.
I don't think that there's anything wrong with her singing or rapping, whatever she was doing.
Don't know what she's saying. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever.
I don't think there was anything wrong with her delivery. You know, it's Beyonce. She's going to deliver how she normally delivers, you know, music and a song. That's fine. But there was something that was just so weird to have to hear you talk out the lyrics and having to hear her, again, sing and rap these lyrics. You know what I mean? I feel like that there is such a disconnect, almost, in a sense. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, and I see what you're saying, but I don't know. Like, when I tell you I am struggling to mentally paint the picture of this song in my head, like, I'm literally like trying to grab any and every color on the palette in like the cans and the box, whatever. Like, I'm literally trying to find any colors to like paint a picture in my head right now, and I just cannot. Like, I just cannot connect with this song. I don't know. And then like even like the fact that I feel like once the beat starts kicking in and starts getting faster, I'm like, that's probably the best part of the song and the only good part of the song.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know.
Can I ask, is it because it's not like structured like a pop song?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be.
Because I feel like, and I'm trying to be careful with how I word this because I don't want you to take offense to what I'm saying, but I also feel like it may just be a bit of not knowing the culture. You know, and I'm not trying to say that in a way that you feel attacked or anything, you know, but like R&B music isn't your first pick.
Yeah.
It really isn't your pick at all. You are kind of brought into R&B music when you're around your friends, like myself and
Yeah.
Junior and Marilyn, you know? A lot of Beyonce's music comes across like this since kind of like the Lemonade time. It comes across more like slam poetry, right? It comes across more, and I'm not trying to relate the two, but well, I'm not taking that. I'm not doing that as a dig, but I'm not trying to relate the two as in like Beyonce is not pop because Beyonce still is pop. Pop lives in Beyonce, right? But so does R&B, and so does rap, and so does hip hop, and so does, you know, poetry, you know, so does the way that she writes. Like, I feel like you, and I'm not just calling this out, but you are very, when it comes to rap, you are very, Eminem is your favorite rapper, right?
Yeah, Eminem, Nicki Minaj, Azealia Banks.
Right, which are more the poppier artists of rap, right? And I'm not saying that top 40 isn't great, right? But when I'm saying of this particular thing, I feel like Beyonce approaches this album the way DMX approaches some of his music, you know? There are the songs that are the top 40 songs for DMX, right? But he also has where he can sit down and he can just kind of do like a slam poetry, right? Where he talks in particular, the moment where he talks about the industry, right? Where he did the spoken word on the industry. That is kind of like how this is, right? Beyonce's just going at this song from a different stance to relate to a more specific, you know, group of people, right? She wants this music to be consumed by people who understand it. She wants people to be able to hear this and open up their ears because, and I feel this way. It's not that I know this. I didn't sit down and talk to Beyonce. I have no idea what she actually thought when she went into the studio. But as an artist, I think that what she did was she said, you know what? I have fans, right? But what I want to do is I want to speak to my people in a way that my people will understand, and the people who care enough as my fans, who aren't just here for the top 40 hits, will at least pay attention and try to understand, right? And I'm not saying that you're not trying to understand. I'm just saying that it's kind of going over your head, you know?
Okay.
In a point to where you're like, you're not hearing the catchiness behind it. You're not hearing the pop chorus, and so immediately it's like there's nothing to retain the attention, right? Whereas more so you need to look at this from a story, you know, like a poetry or like a spoken word, you know? And that's how I feel like it would kind of cross over more for that. Like,
Okay.
this isn't, when it comes to M.E.L.O.D.I, right? M.E.L.O.D.I has The Cure, which is more geared towards the chorus, right, of The Cure, but it also has the storyline, right? And even Hashi, you know, Hashi is more like that spoken word, right? She has that story. She has that message that she's trying to get across. She wants you to be in the world with her in that picture. And she does have that catchy hook, right? She does have that through line that you're kind of seeing through, but in the end, she's telling this story as well. It's not really pop, it's R&B, you know?
Okay. You know what? I think I finally figured it out. It's because there is no story. That one part that you just were reading, to me, has more like of a story and sounds better as a story than really some of the rest of this the rest of this song. Like, I just, like, literally the way that this, like, the first lines that Beyonce's saying, I'm realizing I'm like, I don't care for it at all, because to me, like, diamonds and pearls, okay, cool, girl, like, you're about to say that for the rest of this fucking album. Like, literally, I feel like probably she's gonna mention diamonds and pearls and all that shit fucking throughout the rest of this. I pull up and these clothes look so good. I feel like we're gonna hear that line, like, probably 5 times in this album. But I think that that's just kind of what it is. I think it's just like I think there is a lack of a journey for me at the very least, that I just don't really, again, that's kind of where I'm like, where are we starting? Like, I don't feel like where we start, like, I feel like the line that you read is where we should have started, because you're waking up in the morning. I'm like, okay.
But this is the forward. What she's saying here is the forward. I pull up in these clothes, look so good, 'cause I'm in that hoe. You know all these songs sound so good, 'cause I'm on that hoe. Dead ass. Dead ass. I'm dead ass, right? When she's saying that, she's not saying like dead ass just to say it, right? It's not like an ad lib. She's saying it because it's more of like how she's saying it. Dead ass. Like, duh. And then she's like, but I'm dead ass. Like, she's trying to let you know, like,
I'm serious.
Not I'm serious. The first one was I'm serious. The last one was like, if you know, you know. Okay. Because, like, what she's trying to assert here is that on the outside, on the exterior, when she goes into these parties, when she's in these rooms with these high whatever society people, she's that bitch, right? But in real life, she is that bitch. It's not about the diamonds. It's not about the clothes. It's not about the songs. She presents herself as this empowered person, right? She's that bitch. She is that girl. She's on that, and it's something because she's on it, right? Everybody takes it into, oh, it's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. But she presents herself as Beyonce.
You are Beyonce. And
she gives this grand gesture of Beyonce, but she's like, don't get it twisted. I am grand because I think I'm grand. And I feel like that's really the message of the song. The message of the song is the empowerment part of it. And that's what she's trying to tell the listener, is like, I'm empowered to be Beyonce because I present myself as Beyonce. I'm not empowered because of the clothes and the diamonds and the pearls. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the analogies behind this and kind of how she's saying it isn't so literal. She's using these analogies in the context of creating a picture to make it sound less literal. But the people who understand these analogies are getting them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like down you or say like you're dumb or anything, right?
Sure, Jan.
I'm just trying to help you understand like the way that it's being sung and what she's saying. It's to make you think about what she's talking about.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I'm just gonna chop it up as it's just the writing. I feel like the writing could have been better.
Okay. We're going to go into track 2, Cozy.
This a reminder.
Another dagger from nowhere. Fuck, yeah. And in the mirror, kiss myself. Oh, she's a vibe. Oh, she's a vibe. Oh, confidently though. With my sis. Oh, she comfortable in my skin. Comfortable in my skin. Cozy. Comfortable feet up above your sis. Cozy. Cozy. I love me. Because they want me.
Dark skin, light fluorescent baby.
Bend down, bend up, bounce back, bend off. Know about that. Been the like root, been that king, be energy. Still a 10, still here. That's all of 2D. Dance to the sun, envy me. Paint the world blue like the soul I crown. The gowns, gold fangs and shade, black and brown. Paint the town, blue diamonds, limoncello, glycerin, rain streets, Renaissance, yachting and gold. Here suggest you don't fuck. She comfortable. Cozy with who I am. Cozy. Cozy. Cozy with who I am. Damn cozy. Cozy. I'm juicy. You hate me. 'Cause you want me. I'm swaggy. Hate me. So hate me. Comfortable in my skin. I am. I love myself. Cozy.
Okay. I'm gonna start this off. I really do love the writing on this album, and I know that you are not gonna agree with me, but I really, really love the writing on this album because she is asserting so much in this. She is lending to minorities that just don't feel welcomed or confident in this, you know? It's just like let's go to the pride flag that she painted because I absolutely love this. We start off with T.S. Madison, that I'm dark brown, dark skin, light skin, beige, fluorescent beige, bitch, I'm black. These are all of the spectrum of people of color, you know? This is the spectrum of people who are protested against and who are picketed against, people who are rioted against, people who are seen as less than and not good enough. And it's just like a reassertion of just like, I'm black comes in so many different forms, you know? A person of color comes in so many different shades that you just cannot label us as black. You know what I'm saying? Like there is so much beauty and vibrance in our culture that you using just one term to label us is not understanding who our culture is. And I also feel like that relates to other cultures as well, because I mean, look at people who are Latino. There are many different colors on the spectrum for the shades of the skin, right? And it goes into so much. Like the white people in America are about like, you're not just white, you know? You are a mix of a lot of different shit, to be real. Like, you may pick one of those things to say, I, you know, see myself as Irish, or I see myself as Italian, or I see myself as this. But, you know, what's crazy is that in the 90s and the early 2000s, the Italians were kind of looked at like the way people of color, people that are black, are looked at. You know, Italians were people of color until they segregated with the whites. You know, it's kind of like we are just gonna shimmy ourselves over here. You know, now we're not seeing the mobster movies. Now we're not seeing the gangsters. Right now we're not seeing the segregation of people who are Italian as a bad villainous thing, right? Now we're seeing people who are more of the dark skin, and we're labeling them to be black or Mexican, right? We're labeling them to be black or Latino, and that's about it. And I love that this is stated here, the shades. And again, this doesn't even encompass all the shades, because obviously if you look at Rihanna's line, she's got what, 286 different shades on her line. So
essentially, yeah.
Get acquainted, right? This part, been down, been up, been broke down, bounced back, been off, been on, been back. What do you know about that? That in itself, I relate to this so fucking much. Like, I've been beat down, I've been built up into being fucking gaslit, I've been told, oh, this and that about your life, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. I've ridiculed myself, people have ridiculed me, I've been down financially. Like, there's so much that I relate to in just that sense of it in itself. But also in the the LGBTQ life, being gay in itself, right? There is just so much that society has kind of put on to deem one as either not good enough or beneath or less than, and it really sets you in a mindset of just a bunch of negativity to kind of put you in this depressed, anxious state, right? And right here in what she's saying that she has been there, been back, and been again. She has been through trials and tribulations. She has walked through the fires, and she has built herself up just to be torn back down by the media, by the public, by everybody. She's been off, been on, and been back, right? It's just like people who can't relate to, and I say this about a lot of people in my life who have always said shit about my finances, but like, if you don't know what it fucking is like to live paycheck to paycheck, to literally get your paycheck and pay as much of your bills as you possibly can and still go without, we don't relate. We're not in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Just because, oh, I've had debt before. Girl, debt is one thing, right? Living paycheck to paycheck and not being able to see yourself into the next day, that is another thing. Having to literally go to work and not take off because you're sick, because you don't have time off or the available time to take off, or your company doesn't offer time off or holiday pay or this and that, and you know, I have to work twice as hard to be able to get somewhere that other people who are just gifted this opportunity or who have, you know, had the luxury of going to school and this and that can just get on first hand. There are people who can't relate to this scenario, right? Let's not compare where we don't compete, okay? So that's that. But then she goes into the lyrics of been the light, been the dark, been the truth, been the king, bay energy, been thick, been fine, still a 10. So she's saying she's been the positive role model. She's been the negative role model. She's also been the voice of reason and the truth. She's been on a high, she's put herself on a pedestal, and she's been looked at as, you know, grace, and she's been looked at as less than, right? She says, been thick, been fine, still a 10. She's talking about I'm fat or I'm skinny. It's kind of like when Britney Spears, I'm Miss American Dream since I was 17, right? She's talking about I've been thick, I've been thin. You guys ridiculed me for both of them, but I'm a mother at the end of the day, right? And then it's still here, that's all me. Black like love too deep, dance to the soles of my feet. It's like living in your passion. I'm gonna rate this a 10. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give this a 9.5. Honestly, reading the lyrics helped this a lot better because before I just can't really understand what she's saying. So I really like the lyrics here in this song. The song's musically is okay, but I think the lyrics definitely carry the song itself. So, and her delivery in it too.
Okay. Next up is track 3, Alien Superstar.
Please do calm. Do not attempt to. The DJ booth is conducting the entire system.
I'm one of one. I'm the only one. Even waste your time trying to compete. No one else in this world can. I'm twisted. Alpine, him addicted. Lies on his unique. That's what you are. Crystal off the bar. Bitch, I'm the bar. Whip, whip. Forever I'm that girl. Oh, baby, I pick them all and go. Oh, baby, you keep my love. Oh, baby, you keep my love. Put on eyes on you when you perform. Mastermind and haute couture. Masterpiece genius. Patty cake on Paris, Tiffany blue. We don't like plain. I'll have a rodeo, then you come. You see pleasure in my glare. the effects you have on me when you say yeah. I swear, forever I'm acting proud. Ooh, baby, to be touched. I think I'm here with my love. Ooh, baby. Lips, my hands, my eyes, with his ego will find bliss that can compete with his cinnamon kiss. Music when you speak, you're so unique. That's what you are. Mirror on the bar. Bitch, I'm the bar. Walk a certain way, we talk a certain way, paint a certain way, we make love. These things we do in a different, it's personally ours. Just not to lie it over, bullshit, we flip a natural love up in the air. I just talk much about how it pull me closer.
Alrighty. Again, she is painting the idea of the empowerment that you have as just an individual. Just, she is more specifically talking about the culture. She's talking about beauty and representation in the culture, and talking about, you know, and specifically the lyrics of, we dress a certain way, we walk a certain way, we talk a certain way, we paint a certain way, we make love a certain way. You know, all the things that we do is in a different, unique, specific way that is personally ours. She's talking about the culture. She's talking about the representation. She's talking about men and women in the culture there. But she also is painting the picture of how beautiful the body is. And she is comparing it to diamonds and pearls and the inexquisities of these precious things, and how it's precious and yet works harmoniously with other guy things in, you know, the culture, you know, and man and women, and when they're together, and, you know, how they make love and stuff like that, right? She's also talking about, you know, in the beginning, she's kind of got more of this like pose, right? She's got more of this ballroom scene analogy that is kind of going on. She's kind of painting it so that it is representing the culture, right? But also representing the ballroom and where it started and how it got its footing, and that it was once deemed as like different and we don't want to be a part of it and this and that, and now it's looked upon as like something that is precious and timeless, and it's a moment of history that can't honestly be replicated, you know. And also kind of shining light onto gay culture in itself as well. And I feel like there is a very harmonious thing that happens between people of color and the LGBTQ community, where we also don't find ourselves accepted all the time when it comes to majority of the men in Black culture. But I also feel like that is also indoctrinated from growing up in the world and the society that they kind of lived in, because they've always been told that they had to be the man, right? They had to be the protector of the house, and they had to go to work and basically do and be all these things, and so much pressure was put onto the shoulders of them that if you're not seen as a man, you're seen as less than, right? And now I also think that this has become somewhat culturally unacceptable to accept somebody of color also being somebody who is going to be gay or a lesbian, right? Whereas I think lesbians even kind of get more of a pass in Black culture. But gay men are kind of looked at as even less than, right? Because lesbian is kind of looked at as like, okay, well, she's strong, she's got this, right? But a gay man in Black culture is kind of looked at as like, you're not carrying yourself in a way that is stern and a protector and somebody who kind of like can wear this armor, right? And so I think because of what society has kind of deemed and put on Black people in general and people of color, that it has created this kind of stigma around also being in the LGBTQ community. And I love that she kind of intertwines both of them in this song because it's so beautiful in the way that she does it, that it just kind of gives like a lending hand of not only hope, but acceptance of like, I see you, I love you, and you're perfect in the way that you are. You know, in both cultures, you know, in the, you know, Black and people of color culture, and also in the minority of LGBTQ, right? So I'm gonna give this a 10. This is honestly, I think, my favorite song off of the album. Ever since I heard it, this was my favorite song. As for you?
I'm gonna give this a 6. Lyrically, it's about as strong as I'm That Girl. I feel like that we're trying to incorporate way too many different ideas and things. It's supposed to be alien and ballroom and like I don't get it. I don't get it. There is too many different things. Too many different things that we're talking about. Too many different topics that we're talking about in one song.
Something else. Something else. Do my eyebrows. Something else.
Lyrically, I feel like we should have just kept it more like one theme or something, or at least kind of narrow it down to like, if we're gonna like take it all together and mush it all together as one thing, I feel like it could have been a little bit more cohesive lyrically. Because I love the intro. The intro is really, really cute. It's such a cute idea how we start off, right? The music is whatever. It's fine. It's okay. You know, like, I think that the music in the chorus, like, and how she's singing, I feel like that's all very, like, it all works together. And I feel like the verses and, like, you know, how she's singing and rapping, like, it's fine. But there's nothing really, like, spectacular about, like, the production of this.
Okay. The next song is going to be track 4, Cuff It.
I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck. And I'm fucking something I need. Hey, I'm in love. I need a prescription. Can I sit on top of you? Spin when nobody's like this. Like that. She's mine. Tonight. Tonight. We gon' fuck up tonight. See stars. That's you need that. I feel like falling. I'm in love. What's in these 4 walls? Don't miss this program. Show up. I clean it up. When nobody's been. Have you ever had fun? I need a prescription. Yeah. Can I sit on top of the night? Fuck it up. Say shit's fine. Legit, come and fuck up the night. We getting fucked up tonight. We gon' be far. That you see, you elevate. That you feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck some. We gon' fuck up the night. On my body, boy, you got. I ride it. Got me acting hot. It's so exotic. I'ma see you squeeze it. Don't let it go. I got time today. I got time. I got time today. I can't wait to day. You. Clap it back. Bust it. Hey, baby. Anytime, I don't mind. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Took it far. I put my cup up. Yeah. We gon' fuck up the night. Take flight. Fuck it up. We'll see stars. Chew you levitate. We gon' fuck up the night. Fuck it up.
I love that song, and I love that fucking... The transition between Cuff It and Energy is just so fucking seamless. It is just perfection. I absolutely love it. Anyway, let's discuss. This song is amazing. I absolutely love this song. This was one of my favorite songs off of this album after first listen. I'm gonna give this a 10. Absolutely love it. I wish we got more of Renaissance, like the Alien Superstar on Renaissance, because this is actually produced by Rami.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You know, from Oops, I Did It Again.
Yeah.
The beat, the flow, to be honest about this song, it really makes me feel like being back home in Philly. It makes me feel like going to, like, it's summertime, you're going over to your friend's house, you guys are having a fucking barbecue, like, everybody's there, everybody's vibing, everybody's chilling, you got, like, the fucking line dancing going on, you know? It's just, it's a moment, it's happy times. It's kind of like what it reminds me, the beat. I'm not saying the song, I'm saying the beat, right?
Okay.
The lyrics obviously sound like something a little bit more intimate, but the beat in itself just kind of brings me into that whole thing, and like hearing the trumpets and the live instruments and the horns and everything just kind of like really tie it in to be something more grand, I should say.
Okay.
Kind of like we had like the Mummers Day parade in Philadelphia, right? And it kind of makes it feel like that, like something like larger than life, like a parade, like a festival, like a, you know, something big, you know? Mm-hmm. Something of celebration. And I really do feel like she is celebrating on this song, but the lyrics wise, it takes it completely out of context, which is why I kind of like that we got the remix version of this, because I feel like the words really fit more in the remix than it does in this song itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I just feel like the two beats are just completely different, you know? Like, there's a whole new vibe on the other one, okay? But for me, yeah, the beat kind of reminds me of, like, you know, back home, going to parties, going to the, you know, barbecues with my friends and stuff like that, like having like family gatherings and just like really having fun and just like being there and just loving and creating memories. But the song itself and the lyrics, which are great, it has a more intimate side and is very tasteful. I feel like it's tasteful. I feel like the way that, you know, they wrote that song was very tasteful. Unlike me, you know, I'm over here like, throw me on my back, call me this and that, blah, 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 blah. Like,
I mean, some people find that tasteful.
Grab you by the ankle, hit you over the head. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff that I talk about in my songs, and people are like, ah, vivid, so vivid. Ah.
Oh my God. Time and place.
I mean, I could get a taste of that.
No, you will not. You will not. I mean, see the door, friend. See yourself on the other side of it with it locked on my end. Anyway. Unlock it right now. Or I'm calling HR. Anyway. Yeah. How did you... Tell me you hated the song. I swear to God, I am scalping you right here.
No, I love the song. It's a 10. I really do like the song.
Y'all, I'm gonna get this bitch. Like, there better be more cohesiveness between the two of us, because the more she does like shit that I actually like, the more she will come up scalped. I'm not playing.
Warn you hoes numerous times, bitch. Y'all hoes got me fucked up.
I like that this is using the same sample that Janet Jackson used on her song All For You. I don't know. I think it's really... I don't know what the original song is called. But, yeah, I think it's really, really cute. And I really like it. I do like the lyrics. I like the whole... I like this, like, new beat for the song, like, from the original song of itself, you know? I don't know. I really like it. It's cute. And I feel like it really fits and helps the album.
Uh-huh. The next song is going to be Energy, track 5.
On stage rocking out stud crib by 1980s. Come let me be energy. Energy.
Just 5. I don't get out of line. Ooh, ooh, pick a side. Double lines we cross is dollar sign. Ooh, 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 hold up. You just got paid, make it rain. She more Cancun, he more San. Wave in the room, the crowd gon' move. Around everybody on mute. Look around, it's me and my group.
You was on stop mode, it's road, no pause. Chuck tunes, that Kodak, energy. Energy, yeah.
Raw dinner, you know that we do that, I'm gon' be extra. And they kept waiting like that. That's the way them boys sound when I walk through the block. We was just chillin', minding up in there, bacillin', sippin' it up. Flicking you all in your feelings. I'm daring, your man staring with derringers, cause them Karens just turned into
Stop mode, got froze. Chuck too much, don't get energy, yeah.
Okay, real quick. Cuff It is it's probably my second favorite song on the album. Energy, I feel like, is just that it's more like a interlude from one into the next. It's more of like that transition period for me. Energy's the production isn't like so grand in it, right? It's kind of like this in between, right? It's a bridge to get from Cuff It into Break My Soul. But it's also strong in the lyrics as a division of politics, right? And a division of culture. And so when we go back to the beginning, Vote Now 45, Don't Get Out of Line. We know who that president was, the current one. Pick a side. The only double lines we cross is dollar signs. So she's telling you, it ain't black and white, bitch. Just pick a side. Pick a side. Don't sit on the Humpty Dumpty line over here, okay, bitch? Pick it. You either on this side or you on this side. You either on the right side or the wrong side. You either on the left or the right. Get it together. And then it said, again, like kind of going through Show Me Cancun, she more Cancun, he more Saint Tropez. She's just kind of like talking about like the yin and yang of who they are. Like they kind of are on the same vibe. They're kind of in this whole, they're in the same vibe, but they're also two different vibes in itself. Like they're both maybe from the same background, but one is calm, one is more party, when she says the gold links raw denim, you know that we do it grande, you know that we do it extra when the camera go pop, 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 right? I love this because I'm seeing what she's kind of bringing out. Like she's talking about the South, right? And how they kind of go up, especially in Black culture, like that they kind of have this way of presenting themselves in their own fashion, their own like I don't know. It's kind of weird because I feel like it also brings in like the early 2000s of like, the gold hoops and like the names written across the hoops and like the denim and the white crop top. Like I'm just really kind of seeing it all. And that's kind of what's going through my head, but it's also kind of like comfort, like comfort look and comfort clothes and kind of just like your everyday wear of what you do and how you hold your fashion to a, like, this is our standard, like this is where we draw it back to, sometimes this is like where we are at our heart. And then as for the song though, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this a 9, just because I feel like it's not necessarily a full realized song. I feel like it's more like this interlude. But I do think it is imperative to have with Cuff It and Break My Soul. I feel like it's that great. It helps paint the picture more and how these two songs not only relate, but the conversation between the two of them. How you get from one and into the next. But
yeah, Yeah, I mean, I can see that, especially like with the production. I think the way that all these songs have like blended together, you know, it is really good. As far as for energy, I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
I just feel like that it's the song and the production really switches up weirdly for me. Like, I don't know, it just is such a harsh change like halfway through the song. And I just, it's like, takes me out a little bit.
And then the next song that we have is track 6, Break My Soul. So here we go.
I'm about to explode. Take off the slow and make it go.
Break my soul. You won't break my soul. Well, I'm telling you, not just quit my job. Damn, it worked me so damn. Work by night. I'm looking for a new found, and I'm on that new one. I'm looking for you. Hold on, everybody, hey.
Release the time. Release the love. Forget the rest.
Cause I lost my bees house. Oh, good enough. Then we back out, you ain't that outside. Worldwide hoodie, forgot how we act outside. You don't see it, you won't see it. Break my soul. If you don't think it, you'll see. Break my soul. That's not justify love. Around in circles, searching for love. Down, lost and found, searching, looking for something like me. Oh, you won't break my soul. And everybody, no, you won't break my soul.
Release the job. Release the weight. Release the stress. Release the...
I am about to live my best life at this concert, especially if she does any of these songs. I'm gonna literally die. I love this song. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna give it a 10. Can I just say, like, when we were in the pandemic and this song came out, I was like, okay, Beyonce. She read the room. She understood the assignment. She said,
these people need to stop crying. They need to start dancing, heavy breathing. We don't care, girl. Let it loose. Give us the moment.
and she gave it to us. And honestly, I absolutely love this song. It was one of those earworms that you were just like, even if I hate the bitch, I can't hate the song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I just feel like it just... Katy Perry wish. You know what I mean? Like, she wished she was getting this on 143, and she wasn't. She wasn't given any of this. This song was just so good. This album, I cannot wait until we get into this album. Oh my God. Do I love this album? 10 to 20. 10 10s across the board.
10s across the board.
Absolutely love this. What did you think of this?
I will give this song an 8. I really...
An 8?
Yeah, I thought it was fine at first, but then as I listened to it, there are things I don't really care for it. This is probably the first time I ever really got to, like, read the lyrics.
Okay,
and really,
what was wrong?
I mean, I couldn't really understand what she was saying.
You can't read?
No, I just couldn't hear her.
Are you Fantasia Barrino? You can't read now?
Yeah. I couldn't really, like, understand what she was saying when I first was listening to this. Like, I think I've only really heard this song maybe, like... Oh my God, at this point, it's probably definitely less than 10. Maybe, like, 5 times. It's 5 or 6 times. But yeah,
Hold on a second. Hold on, friend. Because you literally fangirl over Ariana's song every single time the bitch comes on. And it is not this. You're gonna say that is better than this?
Yeah.
You really don't like this?
Not really. The the production's fine.
Yeah.
I think the lyrics are cute. I don't really care for like the Big Frida part. I feel like that's what kind of takes me out a little bit. I feel like it's like we're like
she's the hype man.
Emphasis on man. But I don't
get this bitch in the comments. Get this bitch in the comments.
But no, I don't care for it because to me it just sounds like it's too much. You know, and then like I feel like then we get to the end and it just feels so like drawn out. And I'm just like I don't know, like at first it was cute. You definitely have the what's that song I love by Robin S. Show Me Love. There we go. You have the Show Me Love sample, which like I clocked it, and I remember like when this song came out, everyone like was like, "Oh my god!" Like
Show Me Love samples in this.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah.
The Robin.
Yeah.
90s Robin.
Yeah.
Show Me Love is in this? Where the fuck is Show Me Love? So what's it called during here? Fred MacFarlane. Okay, yeah. Okay. So, credits were given. Okay. Mm-hmm. Credits were given. But anyway, you still graded this a what?
8.
Okay, keep explaining. Mansplain for us.
No, I don't know. I don't really care for a few of the elements. I feel like if we would have taken that out, it probably would have made the song better.
If y'all want to throw this bitch hate, go ahead. I will literally heart it, boost it to the top as my top comment. I swear to God. Do it. I will comment below it as well. I will add fuel to the fire. We will see you guys over at the remix with the Break My Soul, the Queen's remix, where she brought on Madonna. Because if that wasn't wrong, why wouldn't she bring on Robin S?
Don't know.
Instead of Madonna. It wasn't even Madonna's song.
Well, okay, I can see why. But
because she thought she was the queen?
Well, I mean, neither one.
Madonna ain't the queen of pop. Madonna's definitely not the queen of pop. I don't give a fuck what y'all give that bitch. She's not the queen of pop to me. She's old. She's a has-been. She came across that stage. Her skin has been changed out with a couple of alligators. But she is not the queen of pop.
I scandal.
Britney Spears is the queen of pop. And that is it. That is that on that, girl, okay? And Adele is the princess of pop at this point.
Anyway. Gaga's the hooker of pop.
Is Gaga even pop?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so. I would say Gaga's more jazz. She has more jazz albums than she has other albums that are of one particular genre.
Right, okay.
She does. Name 2 pop albums by Gaga.
The Fame, Born This Way.
Wrong. Born This Way is not pop.
Art Pop. Mayhem.
Not pop. House music. Mayhem is not pop. Mayhem is more like rock.
The Fame Monster.
Not pop.
Okay.
More dark Mario Monster music. Next track is gonna be track 7. Church Girl. I love this switch up on this.
That cry clown, oh, I'm wanting it. I get in this party. I'm only gonna let go me. But me free. I'll drop it like I said. I'll pop it like a body. Put your lighters in the sky. Get this mother ass in the pretty. Take a bitty. Show me out the. I'ma back it up. I'ma bust it. See a blank check. Side. Finally find through the oceans of tears we cry. take a biddies, forget your role. I'ma back it up. Back with some M.E.L.O.D.I.
Okay, so Church Girl. Now listen, when I first heard this song, I was not keen to it. I was like, okay, she is trying to bring back the Freakum dress. She is trying to give us a little bit of the B-Day. And I was like, but it's not B-Day, Beyonce. It's not B-Day, you know? This is a different song and it's just not fitting it, right? And then I listened to the lyrics and I read the lyrics and I listened to the song more and more. And I was like, okay, I get it, right? This song is just that feel-good song. This is the song of, I need a release before I repent, right? I need the stress of my life to kind of be carefree and go away for one night. And that's on a Saturday, okay? Because on Sunday we go to church, right? On Sunday it's going to be God's day, but on Saturday we is going to go out. We is going to act a fool, and I don't give a fuck because I need to shake this stress. That is just what this song is, and I absolutely love it. I love we kind of get this like resurgence of like early Beyonce, right? The 2006, 2007 Beyonce, right? When you kind of have this whole party carefree type of Beyonce, right? But I feel like she's trying to speak to the same audience that listened to that album, right? And now we're a bit older, right? Now we're in more of a routine of our life. And now we're in, we're trying to party less because we're adults, but also, handle our shit that we have and still care about ourselves. And we kind of have to put ourselves first in some instances. And I feel like this is her kind of just like letting people know, like, you don't have to let go of who you were, completely. You can have fun. You can have a night or two out with your girls and just be cool. Like, you ain't trying to hurt nobody. You're just trying to go out and have fun and shake off whatever stress you had going on. That's kind of what this is. So I feel like this is more like the adult Freakum dress. This is more of the mature Freakum dress. But yeah, I'm going to give this song a 9. I do really like this song as well. Honestly, I really wish we had a breakdance in this song. I really, really wish we had a moment that we got a breakdance, just like how we did in Freakum Dress. I feel like it kind of built up to there, and then we just kind of lost it for a second, even if it was just plainly instrumental, even if we had like this like crazy breakdown that was just, you didn't expect it breakdown. That's really what I was hoping for this, but we didn't get it. It's whatever. But hopefully on the next album. Well, not the next one, but the next one, right? Because we already had the next one. But anyway.
Wait, were you giving it?
I gave it a 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 6.5. Okay. I like the lyrics more. I feel like lyrically this is definitely tied with like Cozy, and there's another one, but I don't remember. But yeah, I like the lyrics on this one. I just don't really like the production on this.
Okay. Next is going to be track 8, Plastic Off the Sofa.
Help but to be yourself around me. And I know, so I'll let you be. It's the emotions on ease. To the face you make for you that I have. Ooh, baby. Ooh, I like it, baby. Won't be too hard on you. Boy, always be your secret weapon. No, you're and I know you had it. And you let your feelings away. I say like it. Oh, baby. The little thing you that you can't help but come around me. You're a girl. Oh, I make up to make love, so I let you go. Listen when I'm feeling. It's the way you after you said you leave it. It's like it, baby. I like it, I like it, baby. I love it, baby. I like it, like it, I like it, baby.
Okay, so this song, and I hate to do this, but this song really reminds me of Justin's 2020 experience.
And I was like, well, it doesn't.
I just love the way that this song flows. It kind of just, like, the beat is there, right? It kind of just allows her vocals to just be the star of the show. And the trills, the runs, the vocalization, the harmonies, the melody, the everything, all the choices were just perfect. If there's a moment on this album where it's just like, we want you to shine as a vocalist, it's this song.
Yes.
This song through and through, and I feel like it also is placed pretty well in the album to kind of give you like, okay, we kind of created the storyline thus far, we kind of set the theme of what this album is going to be, now we're getting to have some fun, right? It is a more sexual song, right? But in the same sense, we're also getting Beyoncé in her, like, I wouldn't say in her prime, but like in her element. Yes, definitely in her element. She is in the sweet spot that she's always been. She is showing you, you know, I may not always be looked at as the vocalist because I'm also creating the hits, but I'm here to show you I am the vocalist and I can do the hits and I can do the vocals. I do also love this song in general just because of I'm always that more vibey, sexual kind of person when I do music myself, so
Ménage à toi.
This song kind of speaks to me. I also love the challenge that everybody did with Beyonce's runs and, you know, kind of going over the you know, huh?
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, it was a whole challenge. Like everybody was doing it. Tori Kelly, I think, even did it too. But everybody was kind of going in on it, and so they were putting their own version out there of like, can they actually do the run? You know. But yeah, so good. I'm gonna give this a 10. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, at first, this song was an 8, but as I was listening to it, it came up to a 9. I do like what she's doing with her vocals. I think that they're really great. I love the production on this song. I think it sounds really, really great. Lyrically, it doesn't go anywhere much. Like, some of it I think is really good. I think it's really nice that you get that picture. But then after, like, at some point we just kind of lose the picture here and there. But, I mean, overall, it's not a bad song. It's still, I think it's one of the stronger songs off this album. But.
Okay. I will also say that I think that this song would fit perfectly on Beyoncé, the album. Just because I think that this song would go well with this would go well with Blow. This would be a nice song either before or after the song. I think that this would do well, and if she's ever doing this on tour, I think that she should kind of marry those two songs together in this sense. Even though my father, Justin, was one of the writers on Blow, or producers. I don't know. I forget. Next, we have track 9. It is a Virgo's Groove. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk about this. This is one of the songs I still like, but I'm not like obsessed with, right? On the album. I feel like this song is more so here. I'm not gonna call it filler, but I'm more intended for a moment to like regroup. You know, like if you're playing the album from start to finish, this is more like kind of like your meltdown, like grab a water. You know what I'm saying? Like your water break type song. And then you kind of like go back into the beat, right? She's kind of giving you a moment to like chill, rest, groove, and like kind of like a, what is that? Like a cool down, you know what I'm saying? She gives you that cool down before she ramps back up. It's also where she shows her vocal agility, okay? Bitches over here in the rafters, you can't even get close, you can't touch. The head voice is just beyond. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Just like out of the world, right?
Yes.
She does so well showing these different facets of her throughout this album, and vocally, like she gives this multi-dimensional object that is like 7D, right? And you're able to see all these different sides and like layers of who she is through, I'm not gonna say songwriting, but through the, you know, the vocals and like how she's singing, what she's singing about, who she's singing about, the emotion that she gives you. You know, like we really don't get a ballad on this album, but we get these more mid-tempo, like kind of earthy love feelings, you know, like these love songs, these emotions, these connections she's having, whether it's, you know, relation wise or sexually or whatever. Like she's giving you that emotion on 10 at all times, you know. There are so many different songs on this album, and like majority, like if you stuck 10 people in a room, you had to listen to this album, don't you dare. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
If you stuck 10 people in this room, they listen to this album, though, they're all going to relate to similar songs or they're all gonna relate to a song on the album. No one's gonna completely hate the album unless it's this bitch.
There can be 100 people in the room and 99 don't believe in you, and you just need one to believe in you, and that was him.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I really do like this song. I am going to give it a 9 because I feel like she goes through like the Olympics vocally. But I also am like, I kind of feel like with this song the same way I feel about Heaven on Earth on Blackout. You know, it's not that I hate it, but will I skip it? You know what I mean? If I'm in the mood to dance and I don't want a cool down, I'm gonna go whoop, right on to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get along with Virgos. I really do. I get along with Virgos. I have a lot of Virgo friends. Some of them have done me dirty, but I have a lot of Virgos friends. So I like them. I like Virgos. But is this song for me? Not 100%. But I'm still going to give it a 9 because great vocals. Great Olympic yoga-esque vocals that, like, I know that I'm not going to be able to hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go call my friends who can sing to sing it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call my Shells and my Juniors and my Marilyns and my, you know, LaPrays to sing this to me. My Raspberries, you know?
Yeah.
Not I. I'm going to sit this one out. Plus, they're also fans. You know what I mean? So it comes, you know, it's the raw talent for me. Your opinion?
I'm gonna give this a 9.
Your highest rated song on this album.
No, I said Cover was a 10.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I think with Virgo's Groove, like, it's not bad. I don't understand why we made it a 6-minute song, but like, it's okay. You know, I think that, like, yeah, her vocals are cute. The lyrics on this are cute. The production on this is nice. I just don't understand why it had to be 6 minutes. And then, I don't know. I just kind of felt like we could have just shortened this up a little bit, you know. But still, it's not bad. Like, it's not a bad song. It definitely fits with the album. But I also know and understand, like, that's kind of what the music was like back in the day, where, like, the songs would drag on to, like, 6 or 7 or 8 minutes long, you know, maybe even 10 minutes or 12 minutes long, you know. So I see what she was doing. So I can't fault her for that because it does fit the theme of the album.
Yeah. Next, we're going to go into track 10, Move. Here we go. Oh, featuring Grace Jones and Thames.
Move out the way. I want my girls and we on these space. When the queen come through like the rest.
How many times it's struck up? Humble like we probably get turned into trouble. Cause we struck up, it's struck up, it's struck up, it's money. Don't make it turn into trouble. Jungle.
Move, move. Anything held against you, you have to move off, make room. Big boss on the move, yeah. Bounce. Everybody around me. Bounce. Pick it up like you found. Hit my girlfriends, cake, works, and champagne. Chins can glisten the disco rain. Watch my perfect face. Move out the way, we on these things. We got those far like the rest say. How many times I'ma say it? It's a whole one with the team touch me.
Put this girl in the back of the room. It's the girl in the back of the room. Put this girl in the it's the party.
Me, I don't need to call, yeah. I don't need to vibe it. You and me, don't survive it. To fire, give me a minute, wine. I don't want to come to fire. Give me a like you shine. This is how I move. This is what I live is. This is how I kiss.
Come to queen, come to.
This is how I move. It's moments like this. This is how I kiss.
Humble like we probably come up. Cause we coming straight out the jungle. Struck up.
We come through, we swing it.
Cause we coming straight out the jungle.
Okay. This track, I will 100% tell you right now, when I first heard this, I was kind of like, I'm over it. Just move on. Too repetitive, too all over the place, whatever.
Oh my god.
I'll never. Again, sat down, listened to the song, went through it, and I was like, this is a vibe. Like, honestly, it's more of a vibe. It's more of that just like dance, let yourself like just be free kind of moment. Like, it's just like a feel good song to just kind of just continue the vibe, continue the party, right? I love the dance hall. I love the reggaeton. I love the I'm sorry, not reggaeton. I love the dance hall. I love the reggae. I love the island vibes in this song. I love the sense of Americanization on it. The sense of pop music, the sense of R&B music that was kind of placed on it. Because I feel like it's all these things kind of swirled into together. It's like an amalgamation of these different genres, and I feel like it really sits well. I also feel like some of this kind of sounds like Tyla's music in a sense. Like I can hear where some of the Afrobeat comes in and the dance hall. Now, do I necessarily prefer this over Tyla, you know, in a sense? I don't know. It's still a vibe. It's still good. But the song is, to me, still... It's not a single. It's not a single. It's definitely probably more filler. It's probably more like, you know, just to keep the party going type thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so for that, I'm going to give it a 9. But yeah, it's a moment. It's a moment.
Okay. I'm going to give this a 6. I think you just described why I don't like it, because it's too much of an amalgamation of different things trying to blend together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it works out.
Personal opinion.
Yeah. And I mean, it's very repetitive. I will also say it's very repetitive. I think that's just what also takes me out too. Like, I feel like halfway through the song, I was like, yeah, this is too long. Like, it should have been more of an interlude, kind of like how Energy is.
Agreed. Yeah. Or it could have been broken into 2 interludes, I feel. Because the second half I kind of prefer more than the first half, but I'm also like, damn, I kind of do like the first half after listening to the second half. But I don't know. I feel like we could have kind of spaced it around. Again, I think it's a decent transition song in between Virgo's Groove and Heat It.
Yeah.
But that's the next song we're about to get into. So let's jump into Heat It.
Track 11.
Stretch bands on my teeth and in my biz. One day I'm overrated too. mix up in gel. Fingertips go tap, 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 tap. Uncle Johnny made my dress that cheap spandex. She looks a mess.
Okay. Let me be honest. I have spent the better half of my life since listening to this album when it came out hating this song.
Hate it, hate it, hate it. Literally, my pants, hate it.
And there was only one reason in particular that I hated it, and it was Drake. Okay? I cannot stand, if there was ever a male version of Taylor Swift for me, it is Drake. Okay? And I say that in a way of like, it's not old news when I say that there has been, you know, Taylor Swift, I call her Suzical the Musical, you know, on vinyl, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just Drake, he has figured out, he's more successful than Meghan Trainor when it comes to this, and so is Taylor. But he has found his sweet spot, right? He has found the sound. He has found his way to be able to sell a song, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every fucking song sounds the same. It all sounds the same. Every single fucking song, the flow is exactly the same, and if it's not the same, it's damn near close to it, to where you can play each song back to back to back to back to back, and they sound the same. There was one night that I was drunk, and I was coming home with my cousin and my best friend at the time, right? And we were all sitting in a car, and they were obsessed with Drake, and I was drunk. And I think we were literally coming back from Vegas. And I had to spend the better half of 3 fucking hours listening to what sounded like the same goddamn song being played for 3 fucking hours in a row. Now listen, I love me some Britney Spears, but playing one song over and over and over and over again, which, by the way, I have a song on my album called Over Again. Make sure you spin that when it comes out. But anyway, if I had to listen to one Britney Spears song over and over and over again, and it wasn't like a different rendition, I think I'd fucking throw myself into oncoming traffic, okay? And that's what it was like listening to Drake's catalog. So when I heard this song and I started to hear the Drake flow come out, because it's very apparent the parts that he wrote. It's very apparent what song this is and who it is, right? Even when Beyonce starts to sing the verse in itself, you can tell that what parts were written from Drake's. You know, the staccato is still the same. The melody doesn't change. Even when Beyonce sings it, instead of him talk rapping, it's still in that same cadence. It's the melody is the same. It's just the fucking same. So my bias on that part lived out the better of the last couple of years. Okay, 3 years, was it? 4 years now? But I have found a new love for this song listening to the second half of it, okay? When Beyonce goes into the bridge and she kind of gives us this, is it Big Frida, I would say? Like this more like Big Frida-esque, you know,
you already know,
ballroom type of rap, you know, I feel like I like it more because it doesn't fit Drake, right? At that point, and I mean, listen, it is real funny. It is real funny to me how gay this song is and how Drake wrote it.
Well,
it's real hilarious how gay this song is.
I mean, that's basically most of Drake's album or music anyway, if not all of it. But.
I mean, he's gay.
Gay!
He's gayer than gay, right? And you can tell that he's a fairy, right? Bitch is living on this album as a
yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just like, Girl, Drake, if we just took his name off, I think I'd feel better. Honestly.
Okay.
Like, if we at least took it from the first name to maybe the last, I'd feel better. I really just don't like his staccato, his vibe.
Okay, so I'm gonna give this song a 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I like that the production kind of gets better over time. You did mention before to me that Drake did write the song and that's why you have an issue with it and you can hear it. And to be quite honest, I didn't hear it at first. Now knowing that information, I literally can hear the parts that Drake wrote and I'm just like, okay, it's whatever. It's the parts that I just tune out to. But the second that we get to the parts that aren't written by Drake,
it's much better.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm like sucked in more. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what the problem is with this song. So yeah, but I don't know. I do like the production on this, and I kind of do like the lyrics a little bit on this song. But again, the parts that Drake did wrote, did right.
Illiterate.
That's where I check out. So
yeah, same. What did you rate it? An 8?
8, yeah.
Okay. Period. We're gonna jump into the next song, which is Thick.
Track 13.
12.
12.
Ass getting big, rags getting bash, getting lost. Thought he was loving me good. I told him go hard. Thought she was killing that shit. I told her go hard. Just look at this alkaline wrist, cause I got that ass.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
Ass getting thicker. That's that real shit. Champagne and cherry, baby. That's that ball drop on. That's that never stop. That's that nana, that Uchi, that Fiji, agua. Candy dip in the car and take you back. Got you rock now. That thick all over free Nick. That's that 1990 base. 12 in the trunk, 8 on row. Eat that shit like Mastro. You better not lose that ass. That's that real shit. That's that really nigga. That's that ball drop. That's that never stop. Baby, that's look at this shit. That's that grape and cherry. Cut that bitch like culinary. Money make it count. If it's lost, that shit down. That's that summer, that's the number. That's that joy, that's that stylish. That's that I don't do this, you do to me that. Oh, you crazy body, body. You gotta make magazine right. Body right. Tell me how bad you been wanting it. And how that court out here might be sleeping in. Swimming, sit on that, bounce it, bounce it. And thicker, larger, harder. That's that thick. That's that thick. Baby, that's that thick. That's that thick.
Okay, let me just start right here, okay? This song has Chloe written all over it. This has Chloe and Haley written all over it. If they didn't do the background vocals, somebody's lying, okay? Because throughout this album, I feel like we get sprinkles of their vocals. They're somewhere hidden in this album, I swear to God. Beyonce, she done locked up Sia and put her in the basement, and she done threw the girls into jars and stole their voice for a second, right? And then she released them and put them on another label. And then, oh my God, and then they didn't even do anything. Chloe done released 2 albums, then she got dropped. Oh my God, girl, see, it's webbing. The web is webbing. I do like this song though, right? I do feel like it kind of goes on a bit much. I feel like this probably could have been another interlude, right? I don't feel like we needed all of this. I just love how it kind of starts out. It also kind of gives me that new way of it's like now sound of like how like a 2000 song would have been, like something from the 2000s, like almost like a Crank That Soldier Boy type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that dum dum dum, dum 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 dum. Soldier boy up in it, oh, I be cranking. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of been like that. But my favorite line in this is, just look at that alkaline wrist, because I got that water. Bitch. That's my favorite line. That is my favorite line on this. But I also love, I don't know. I just love the visual writing that we get in here, right? I love the description of a beautiful body, right? And that a beautiful body isn't necessarily what society or the media or, you know, Hollywood has claimed it to be, right? This body is hypnotizing, it's mesmerizing, it's tranquil, you know? And it has a way to kind of set things in motion or make them hard, you know? But yeah, for the song in itself, if we're just gonna grade it on the song, I'm gonna give it a 7.5, 8. But if we put it as a interlude and we didn't continue it as long, I'd give it a 9.
Okay.
Okay. I just feel like it kind of regurgitated too much, but I don't feel like we necessarily went anywhere. It's not like we switched up and gave more of the storyline. We just kind of had the same, you know, repetitive chorus in it, you know? So that's kind of my only issue with it.
Okay.
But
so surprisingly, I don't mind the length of the song. I really like the production on this song. I don't care much for the ending. I feel like that was a little unnecessary. You might as well just could have put that on the next part of this, or like the next song. Lyrically, it's okay. There are a few cute moments in this for the lyrics. Yeah, I think I give it an 8.
Okay. The next song up is track 13, All Up in Your Mind. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my least favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay.
Okay. It's definitely filler for me. I don't know. It also could be A.G. Cook. I don't know. It felt kind of brat. but it also felt kind of I Am Sasha Fierce. You know, it kind of felt.
Do you not like that album?
I do like the album, but it sat more like Videophone for me, and I honestly could care less for Videophone. Like, I like it. I don't mind it. If it comes on, I'll listen to it, but I don't intentionally go to look for the song.
I mean, okay.
You know?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give the song a 7. It's weird because first I like the production of it, then as it just continues, I'm like, nope, I don't care for this. And I see now why. It's because of A.G. Cook. Ooh. Yeah, this is giving very Brat. I just don't feel like it fits Beyoncé. And I feel like that the song really just doesn't go anywhere.
Doom 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 da doom da doom.
Yeah, the production in this is so weird, and her singing, trying to sing with the production is weird as well, so yeah, it's definitely an interlude. It's definitely forgettable. It's filler.
I think it should have been an interlude as well.
Yeah.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to jump into track 14, America Has a Problem.
America has a problem. For me, real love is deep, so weak for me. Make you wait a whole. I see you watching feed, see. I know you need it, and all you do not know. You need on to. Do you want it? Want you? Know that booty at one time. I know you see it come and get hot. Put it on the map, we'll be right back. Call me when you wanna get hot. He on my bag, double G's on my dash. I'm bad. When you wanna get you. No. No. Boy, you know I grind your mind. You see me, can't wait to back it up, but it ain't back enough. I'm so mad, as soon as I land, just know I won't back it familiar. This kind of love, post slab, I you can't get no higher. No, cause love don't No. Boy, you know I grind your mind. I'm the same day, can't wait to back it up, ain't back enough. I'm supplying as soon as I land, just know I roll with them, back and familiar. This kind of love, slab, I kill for. Know that booty, they hit it one time, comfortable, I know me, now come and get hot. Hit with the rap, put it on the map. Call me when you wanna get hot. Racks, double C's on my bag, double G's on my dad. I'm bad.
Honestly, I love this song. I really, really do. I love the beat. It's infectious. I feel like this entire album is just infectious. It just makes you want to dance, you know what I mean? Like, and I get it for the girls who don't know how to dance or the girls who have no rhythm, and I get it why you may not like it because you don't have no rhythm, but it's like, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, I hear it and I just can't sit fucking still. It's just like, it's so infectious. And like, literally, I tried to on this song. I really, really tried to. And then something just took over, bitch. The shoulders were moving, the body was moving, the ass was jiggling. I was like, I can't stop. It's just so good. The precision and the enunciation on the sharpness of the syllables and the way that you're hitting every single word, like, I don't know. She does what she does so well.
You are Beyoncé, and
right, I feel like you can't put Beyonce into a category or to a genre of music, right? Beyonce is kind of just Beyonce, right? She kind of just floats around. She does what she does. It's music, right? It's music, but it's Beyonce's music, right? She may sample here and there. She may do whatever, but the way that she delivers it is so personal and intentional to her that I just feel like whether she wrote it or not, you believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This is the song that I'm waiting for, the performance on tour, because Blue was fucking killing it. She was killing it on stage with this choreography. Her and her mama was like, okay, Blue got this. She started hitting it and she was like, I'm gonna let her have this one. You know what I'm saying? Especially with that that part. Oh, God, it killed me. I can't. I can't. 10, 10, 10. Love it.
So I give the song a 6. I don't really care for this. Like, the lyrics are just meh. The beat's okay. I think it's cute for like the first like 30 seconds to a minute. And then after that, it's whatever. Doesn't really go anywhere else. Her singing and her rapping are okay.
The next song that we have here is Miss Pure Honey, track 15.
Check my technique. Coming from my technique. You wanna feel my technique? It's pure. To the left, to the right. Meet in the middle, dance all night. Or just a little, if you like. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. But she make it look easy, cause you can find the one when the tempo. 4, 3, my technique. That's my technique. Right and left cheek. That's my technique. To the floor. Money, cutty, hunty. With my money, honey. Girls look so yummy, yummy. Boys want my honey from me. Good. You got it? Feels good. I'm too fucking busy. I see you too. Bossy bitch, these two. Future, my technique. All the pretty. Get your. Don't be free. Don't mind. All the bad bitches. To the money, bitches. Two can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance, take it all off. Or just a little. It should cost $1 billion. I see you want it and you don't be funny. I'm like, girl. And all the devil's on my shoulder. Devil as you want. Guilty pleasure. Messy girl. That's a squeeze. Give you pleasure. Hyped up, baby. I won't stop till you say you had a like a rodeo with. Stuck in my love, get my honey, sweet on your tongue, sweet on me. Got me thick, honey, and go out on me. Yeah, put the sweet on me, show me. It's Friday night and I'm ready to drive. We jump in the car, quarter, take a gas. Never felt a feeling like this. It's sweet honey sin, taste it on your lips. Click.
Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey, Miss Honey.
Okay, this is probably my 3rd favorite song or 4th favorite song from the album. Absolutely love it. I also kind of like how she had the Sweet Honey Buckin'.
Oh yeah,
on the Cowboy Carter. I don't know. I kind of like those two songs. Just kind of like give me the vibes.
Yes.
So the pure honey and then the sweet honey buckin, like I just absolutely love those two. I'm hoping that we have a third sequel on the next album. Because I'm definitely going to be looking for the word honey, you know? And it's also what is one of the key ingredients in Sir David.
Oh, yes.
Or Sir Davis. Sir Davis.
Sir Davis, yeah.
Yes. Which I've been trying to find and I cannot find it. I might have to go to Maricopa to get it.
I think it's on her website.
No, I know, but I want to be able to go to the store and pick it up.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to find it in store.
No, there is some places here that have it.
Oh.
But where I've looked, I cannot find. Bevmo is off my list, Fry's, Albertsons, and Safeway. So, if anybody has an idea in Arizona, let us know in the comments below. And at this point, also, let us know in the comments below what songs you like thus far and what songs you don't like as we approach the last 2 songs on the album. Also, let us know who you agree with. You know, do you like our analogies and our analysis and our findings on this album? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Do you want to fight one of us? Right? I will dox her information. I swear to God, I will. I will let you know where she works tomorrow.
Well, what do you grade this?
10.
Okay, cool. I'm also going to give this a 10. I love this song so much. It's my favorite song off this album. This is what the entire album should have sounded like. I am so mad that we waited 15 tracks to get to this point, to finally get something that sounds good. Oh my gosh. Like, I love this. I absolutely love this because this is what I thought the album was going to sound like. The entire time, everyone was talking about this is going to be like 90s house music. This is like going to be 90s influenced. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to live for this album. And then it came out and I listened to it. I'm like, this is nothing 90s influenced whatsoever. This is not house music. This is like literally any other genre of music but house music. And
wait, where is this 90s influenced? Pure honey.
House music?
You don't think Break My Soul was 90s influenced?
It was, but it was too long. It was just overdrawn.
God. She's always got an excuse.
Like, that was the thing. To me, like, this, okay, it's 2 songs put together. That's essentially what this song is. And, like, at first when I heard it, I was like, that's an interesting choice. But over time, I've learned to like it. I've learned to like the first part, and I learned to like the second part of it. You know, which obviously, it's pure honey. It's literally it's literally acknowledged as 2 songs put together. Pure honey. Boom. Right? That's why you got the hyphen in it. But to me, like, this is the sound that I was waiting for. Because, again, when Break My Soul came out, I was like, okay, cute. She's, like, trying to do the house music and stuff. I was like, okay, cool. You had Dua Lipa, who's, like, bringing back the 80s sound. You had Gaga, who's doing the 90s sound, the house music, right? Cool. When I heard Beyoncé came out with Break My Soul, 90s, cool. Literally, you were using... Show Me Love by Robin S., right? And then you remixed it with Vogue by Madonna, right? So I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. Then we came out with the album and I went, what is this? This is not exactly what I thought at all was gonna happen. I love this song so much. I love everything about it. I love the samples. I love her vocals. I love the lyrics. I love the beat, the production. Everything is amazing. I love this song so much.
The next song on this is going to be track 16, Summer Renaissance. Here we go. Second to the last song.
Oh, well.
Because My House is the last song.
Okay. Make it take my spouse, you and make it take. I just wanna thug you. Gangsta motherfucker. I just wanna touch it. some speed. Just tell far back and forth in my bag, 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 bag.
Okay, Summer Renaissance, it's a vibe. It is a perfect outro to the album, I think, in my opinion, of the standard edition. Again, this is the actual outro to the album because we didn't get My House until the movie, the Renaissance movie, which I have a picture over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Of the Renaissance movie that Marlene is hiding with her head. But yes, I absolutely love this song. I think it is a great party out track. Kind of like, it reminds me of like when you go to the club and they are about to play the last song and you're like, wait a minute, play our song, we want to party for the end of the night, you know? And they kind of put on like that last song, which, you know, sometimes it is Donna Summers, you know? So yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like the clubs back in Philly and being there until 4 a.m. and then leaving there and going to the after clubs until 6, and then going home. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna say this isn't necessarily single worthy, but I do like the song still, so I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm not gonna necessarily place it as a 10, but yeah, it's a vibe. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 9.5. I love this song. Again, I feel like this is what the rest of the album should have sounded like. But, you know, I love the what's the word, sample of Donna Summers' song, Summer, not Summers, but Donna Summers' song, I Feel Love. So I forgot that, what's his name, Sam Smith also covered that too. But yeah, I think it's really cute. I really love that it fits the theme of, I guess, the album. But yeah, I love it. I love her vocals. I love the lyrics. I love the production of this. It's a really great song. And yeah, it's definitely a great outro song. And I mean, it's weird. The reason why I'm giving it a 9.5 is because I'm just like, well, it's a little overdrawn, but it's technically what...
Like those eyebrows.
Right. That's technically what the 70s were anyway, so it's like... can you really falter it for that? But regardless, it's still a good song.
No, but we can falter you for this look.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We are going to jump into track 17. It is My House. So, yeah, here we go.
Here we go. I'm gon' buy me make love in the stay up, give a fuck about my thing, get the fuck about my get the fuck about my I grew up in this house, don't give a fuck about my house, get the fuck about my house. Get the fuck up out my. Lend your soul to into the revolution. Pick me up. Let love heal us all, us all, us all.
Okay, so I will say this. I understand why it wasn't included on the album. I also understand why she chose to give us something on the movie, the Renaissance, the movie, right?
Yeah.
This was the song that was kind of used at the end where the credits were to help promote this. This was also used in the Super Bowl commercial where she kind of announced that she was going to the Sphere and then did not go to the Sphere for the Vegas residency. And now they're trying to sign a cease and desist for her on the whole visual that she put on the new Cowboy Carter tour. But nonetheless, you know, X the drama out, 86 that. Let's go back to the song. It is very repetitive, right? And I feel like it kind of transcends across Beyonce as an artist in this song, though. I feel like we kind of get the Beyonce that came to Coachella. You know, we get that Coachella moment in the beginning, and then we get the Renaissance Beyonce, you know, like Renaissance time kind of hits us right in the middle of the song. And then at the end, we kind of get that gospel choir, like, resolution, you know, like a kind of like a moment to just pull back in and kind of have like I don't know, like a resolution to it. I don't know, but like a way to tie up the song kind of at the end. I don't like how it's kind of all over the place. It is a bit choppy. It does kind of sound like 3 songs melted together. Which, I mean, could I hear it on the album? I don't know. I feel like the transitions on the album were much more flawless than these transitions in this song. But do I like it as a promotional song? I do. I like it as a promotional single. You know, is it something that's maybe going to go to number 1? No. Is it something that's going to go top 10? No. Is it something that's going to be top 40? Probably not. Will it appear in our Billboard Hot 100 if the fans love it enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like just the only visual we got was this commercial. But I do like it for what it is. And for that, I'm going to give it a 7. Which is probably going to be my lowest rated song on this album. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
But how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm probably going to give this song a 6.
Okay.
I don't really particularly care for this song at all. I do agree. I see why it was left off the cutting room board.
Cutting room floor?
Whatever, for horror. Same thing. But I just feel that, like, it doesn't stand out and say much. You know what I mean? Like, and the switching of the genres is a little weird. The, like, yeah, I also just don't understand why,
It's very repetitive. Very repetitive.
Yeah.
My favorite part's the second part.
Yeah, it's very repetitive, and it's very unfortunate because I feel like this probably could have been a moment to, like, really, like, be catchy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really a missed opportunity.
Well, that is it for this video. We will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to stick around because we're going to be reviewing the album in full. And we're also going over some Mariah Carey. We're going to take it all the way back to the MC album. The one that started it all, right?
Yep.
Yes, one that started it all. We are going to get into the nitty gritty on this album. There's so many singles, so many music videos. It's going to be it's going to be May. It is May. Alrighty. Well, that is the album. That is the end of the album. This is where we kind of conclude and give our final thoughts on it. I feel like this is a gorgeous body of work. I feel like the album as a whole is very cohesive, and I love the sound of it. And I also think that it was much needed at a time when the world was kind of lost in a moment.
But when the world needed him most, he vanished.
And I do feel like this was sort of a good pick-me-up. I do also understand, though, that from what I know, from what I've read online and what the fans have kind of gathered, is that this wasn't supposed to be the first of the 3 albums that were released. It was supposed to be Cowboy Carter, and then it was supposed to go into Renaissance, and then it was supposed to be the rock and roll album or whatever is coming up. We don't know what it is, but that's what we're putting our guess on, is the rock and roll. And Bluesgrass, which kind of the start of it all. There is also this theory of, and I kind of feel like we brought it up around Alien Superstar, but there is this theory of this old futuristic Renaissance, alien type thing. And Junior kind of brought this up to me too, because I kind of asked him about it, but that there is this whole like alien versus cowboy, like people that are kind of like not from this planet coming to this planet, and that's also how minorities feel in America, kind of like extraterrestrialized and not wanted, and kind of having to fight against the machine to be able to stay and make their mark here and be a thriving person in society. And I feel like this album definitely conveys the struggles and the nuances of life that one can walk through in certain minorities, as well as a person of color or somebody who is LGBTQ. But I also think that it was done in a tasteful way of trying to bridge music to be healing. This could have been an album that was just about like sadness and anger, This could have been like a Lemonade. This could have been fight back against the resistance of, politics, and this could have been a very political album, This could have taken many different forms, and I feel like Beyoncé did so well with trying to provide us some body of work that was of substance, but also of happiness, and celebration at the same time. And I tip my hat for the conception of this album, and how she kind of looked at her Uncle Johnny and the gay community and ballroom and this 90s influence of house music, and how she's kind of used all of that, put it all together, and made a Beyoncé album. Just like how people were saying, oh, Cowboy Carter is a country album and this and that. I feel like it was how Beyoncé would have approached country, and I feel like this is how Beyoncé would have approached ballroom as well as 90s house music, because I do feel like there is also other elements of the 70s and 80s and 90s into this, as well as the 2000s. She kind of touches back on her own journey in music, and she also touches back on previous catalogs. I feel like they all kind of have different elements in this album, where they're kind of brought into existence. But yeah, I think that it was done tastefully. As a whole, I think I'm gonna go ahead and grade this album like a 9. I think that that's a fair assumption, that this is like a 9, maybe even a 9.5. But yeah, this is one of my more favorites, like one of my top 3 Beyonce albums is this one. So, but how about you? How do you feel?
All right, so before I begin, I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, Anthony and I have different backgrounds in music.
They can tell just by looking at us.
Work. So Anthony and I have different backgrounds in music, Anthony has been in the entertainment industry like since he was 2 years old. So, and especially with his environment that he grew up in, you know, like he's been exposed to different things. With me, I'm not gonna sit here and say I went to college for music and whatnot. I'm just a fan of music. I love music. I love to listen to music. I love to talk about music and celebrities and all that stuff and pop culture. And I love to listen to stems and acapellas and instrumentals and stuff of music. So please understand, like, when you listen to our opinions, please take it with a grain of salt. I already know, because what I'm about to say is, I don't like this album. This is the most inconsistent album that she's ever put out. The thing is, listen, I get it. At the end of the day, this is a Beyoncé album. This is a Beyoncé album. Just like how when she said with Cowboy Carter, this is not a country album, it's a Beyoncé album. At the end of the day, Beyonce's gonna do Beyoncé. She's gonna do what's best for her. She's gonna do what fits her and her mold and what's to her talents and stuff. So I get that. I understand that and I can respect that. You know, it is what it is. She wanted to make the music that she wanted to make. Would I call this a dance album? No, I would not call this a dance album, because this is not, to me, the dance music that I like to listen to. This is the dance music that she likes to listen to. And that is completely fine. You know, that's fine. She wants to call it what she wants to call it. That's fine. But like, and I'm not going to sit here and say like there isn't a message behind this. I actually am going to disagree with you. I think that this is a political album because of the fact that it does have social political commentary on a lot of the songs here. You know, to me, like, you're talking about race and ethnicity and the struggle of where you come from, but you're also talking about, you know, queerness and femininity. I just think that this is a political album and that this was all done with a purpose. And, you know, yes, it was to pay homage to her uncle and the things that he taught her and raised her on and exposed her to, you know what I mean? And like, not only that, but to her fans. And, you know, yes, she wanted people to dance because of the pandemic. Again, please understand, like, this is all just personal opinion. At the end of the day, an opinion is an opinion. You know, there's no facts. I'm just saying I didn't like it. But yeah, I can respect for what the album is, and I can respect for why it was created. So, you know, I just think that there definitely could have been an improvement on some songs.
That is it for this album review. We will go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button for all future videos. We will see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Until I feel the vibrations.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. Be sure to keep watching. There's plenty more videos to go through. Plenty more.
Go check it out right now.